Back to Good Morning Vale. Ty Diaz in Beaver Creek. Gorgeous morning out here. You'll find that, and 68 degrees. People are already making the walk and the run in Beaver Creek. And one of the many things you'll find if you're in Beaver Creek, you'll find some wildflowers of many things to see. Standing with me, I have Johnie Rosenfeld of Johnny's Flower Garden, the Johnie, who wants to share with us some things to look forward to when you're out in the outdoors, in the forms of wildflowers. Good to see you this morning, Johnie.
How's it going, Ty? Thanks for having me up here.
Doing well, doing well. Wildflowers can be found in Beaver Creek, and but what exactly is a wildflower?
Wildflowers are really significant because all varieties of flowers that we sell at the garden center or that are available retail are actually descendants of native varieties of these beauties that we can see all over the place out here.
Wow.
Yeah, so, for example, if you take the lupine, which is a real native flower here, you can see it everywhere. Lupine was actually, the cultivation of lupine started between 9,000 and 11,000 years ago.
Wow.
And there were actually seeds from lupine found in a tomb of a pharaoh in Egypt from 2200 BC. And they used those big honking seeds that they had for grains. They used the plant for cosmetics and medicine. So it's real significant, and it has a long lineage of, becoming beautiful things for us here in today's world.
I wonder if it was placed there on purpose.
Yeah, it was. In the tomb it was.
Yeah,
there were
amazing.
several in a little container that were in the tomb.
So behind me right now, we've got some wildflowers. We were trying to find a good setup for you. So what do we have behind us that we could also find in a book to describe wildflowers to us?
Well, it's significant because most of today's flowers were actually cultivated over many, many, many generations. And, lots of varieties of flowers have been just cultivated to improve, whether it's disease resistant or bigger flowers or different colors. So this is what we have today with today's cultivated varieties of flowers that could have descended from centuries ago.
Amazing variety, amazing colors. We'll see. I never know exactly what I'm looking at, even for fragrances and scents. And you could find stuff like this out on hikes. Now, you wanted to point out with us that there's some wildflower hotspots that are listed in books for Colorado that you could find. And where are your favorite two hotspots that you want to share with us?
That's right. 2 of the top 10 wildflower hikes in the state of Colorado are found right here in the Vail Valley. Matter of fact, they're right in East Vail. And number 8 of the top 10 is Booth Falls, and that's a beautiful hike. Not only do you get the wildflowers, but you get the falls, and so that's a beautiful hike. And then right next door, Bighorn Creek, is another beautiful wildflower hike. That's number 10. So 2 of the top 10 wildflower hikes in the state are right here in Vail, and then there are 2 other honorable mentions in the top 20, and that's Missouri Lakes and Gore Creek.
Now, so a lot of us tend to think that when we're out on a hike that we perhaps have to go a good hour out until we see these wildflowers. How far would you say on Booth Falls until you are exposed to wildflowers?
It's immediate. Some of the alpine tundra that you find in Bighorn is immediately, right when you get off into right through the fence, they're right there, and you can see a lot of those native tundra plants at the Betty Ford Alpine Garden, for example. And it's just a display of all the beautiful native varieties that we have.
We definitely want to say thank you very much for the wildflowers that you supplied us at the TV8 studios on our back deck. It's definitely beautified our backyard area, and your office and home can be done as well. Feel free to stop by Johnny's Flower Garden in Minturn just to see what you can find there, as well as your indoor gardens. They do that as well. Here's the telephone number, 827-9200. You can also go to Johnny's website, johnnysgarden.com. You're watching Good Morning Vale. Stop by and ask questions about hikes and wildflowers. Johnny's Flower Garden in Minturn. We'll be right back.